Hi everyone, I'm Fawn. I'm your host and the creator of isSimplyBecause.com. And today I'm kicking off a micro Canva tutorial series. And by micro tutorial, I mean bite-sized topics and bite-sized time frames. My goal is to keep all the tutorials in this series between 5 and 10 minutes long, hopefully, and to keep the topics narrowed down to one and at the most two topics, and only if those two topics are super related. And the reason why I chose to do a micro tutorial series is because I know for me when I'm trying to learn a new tool or a new process, and I go looking for tutorials and I find these tutorials that seem to have exactly what I want, but they're like an hour long and they cover 50 topics, I get overwhelmed really fast. So with this series, my goal is to start with the very basics of Canva and to keep the tutorials short, concise, and straight to the point. To help those of you who are brand new learning Canva, learn those functions, learn those features, and move forwards in your journey with Canva. Canva is an awesome tool, and for those of us like me who are not graphic designers, it is just what you're looking for if you're looking to create graphics or create printables or create whatever it is you're looking to do. Maybe you're looking to sell print on demand stuff. Canva's awesome. So without further ado, today I am kicking off the Canva how-to micro tutorial series with tutorial 1. How do you size and resize your Canva designs? I'm going to show you how to do this in both Canva Pro and in Canva Free because it is different. And you can choose either one, whichever way you want to go. If you want to do a pro account and pay for it, or keep your free account, that's up to you. That's your call. I'm good either way. There are workarounds for the functions, for some of the functions, not all of them, but for certain functions, there are workarounds in Canva Free if you're not ready to upgrade to Canva Pro. So let's get started. Right now, I am in my Canva Pro account, okay? And I'm going to start with showing you how to size your Canva designs for whatever it is you're working on. So in this example, I am going to show you how to create a US letterhead size document or design in this case. If you wanted to, you could go through and look at what they have populated here because they have suggested sizes that are probably like their most common things searched. And you could find US letter size. And you could click on that and it's going to pull up a blank US letter size document. Your other option would be you could search up top for US letter and you're also going to get it to populate up there. Me personally, I normally choose to use custom size. That way I can type in exactly the size that I'm looking for and I'm not fumbling through their pre-populated sizes to see what it is I need and to see if I can find what I'm looking for. I just go straight to the point and do a custom size and go from there. So in my screen, what you're seeing under recent are recent sizes that I've created. So this is 8.5 by 11, 4 by 4, which I used to create seamless digital paper, and 500 by 500, which I created a graphic for a blog. So if I were going to do US letter size, I want to make sure that I change this drop down to from pixel to inches. And then I'm just going to type in 8.5 by 11. And then I can hit create new, click on create new design, and it's going to populate my blank canvas so that I can get started creating my design. And then you can rename it up here at the top, my new design, and you're good to go. Now, if you want to resize a design that you've already created in Canva and you have a pro account, that's easy also. So in this example, this is a 2-page quick design that I did for myself because I was looking for a daily to-do list that I could print out. And I couldn't quite find what I was looking for on Etsy that had the functionality that I needed. I work from home, I homeschool my son. I have a lot of stuff going on, and I just needed something where I could write things down, check things off. Simple, basic, what I needed. So I have a library full of PLR templates that I've purchased, which I use in my Etsy shops and on my blog. So I went through and I found one that kind of had the bones of what I was looking for, and I created this. And then I just grabbed another page, so I had a note page that I could print out also. That's just a grid chart note page. I put this together for myself. So this is created in an 8.5 by 11 size. If I wanted to resize it, for instance, to an A5 size, which is this one here, Canva Pro makes it super easy. This is included with your Canva Pro monthly or however you pay for it. So you could either do one of two things. You can do the same as when you create a design, and you could do your custom sizes straight into this part here, and you can either do copy and resize. And what that does is it will leave your original alone, which is the one that you have open, and it will create a new design in the size dimensions that you chose. Or say you messed up and you didn't really need 8.5 by 11 and you just want to change it to an A5, and you don't need to keep the original copy in your 8.5 by 11. So you could just choose A5 and hit resize, and then that's going to resize your original. Okay, normally I don't do that. I always do copy and resize. That way I don't mess with my original design. So whichever way works for you, if you have Canva Pro, that's how you would do it. So in this instance, I'm going to resize this to an A5 size, and I'm going to hit copy and resize. And that's it. It's easy. It's right there. And it resized relatively well. There's a little bit of a gap at the bottom here that's not on this one. No big deal. I can just move some elements around and fix it to make it work a little bit better. But other than that, it worked out great. So now let's go over to Canva Free, and we're going to do the same thing. And you'll see that this is a free account here, and they'll prompt me to want to, try Pro and all those things as well. So I have the same 2-page spread loaded in here, and I also am going to show you the same steps for creating your blank canvas in whatever size it is you're looking to create it in. So it's pretty much the same process. You're going to go to create a design. They have the same pre-populated, selections here. You can go through and choose from. They have a list of them here. I don't know if they're the exact same thing from the Pro to the free account. I didn't research that, but they do have a list of them here. You can search. I still would use custom, and I would go in and I would choose my size if I knew exactly what size. And oops, I didn't change it. Remember to change it if you're doing a US letter, you would change it to inches because it's not going to do right. And I do that all the time. I forget to change it to inches. 8.5 by 11, create design, and voila, there you go. It's there. Now, if you want to resize a document in your Canva free account, that is going to be different than doing it in the Canva Pro account. So in the Canva free account, you will look here and you'll see that the crown right here shows up, which tells you that this is a paid feature. Okay, it says magically resize your designs and much more with our time-saving Canva Pro suite. Try for free for 30 days. So this is not an option for me to just magically resize my document. But there are typically workarounds for most features. So what I would do is if I wanted to resize this US letter into, let's do an A5 size. I'm actually going to search for A5 because I can't remember the exact measurements. Let's create an A5 size. One way that you could do it is let's get rid of this page. Copy your elements and paste them over to the size document that you need to change it to. Okay? And it's not going to be as seamless as doing it from the Canva Pro account because it doesn't just automatically do it. And you have to make a few tweaks and adjustments. And like in this case, I have to go in and fix the background color because I had a gradient there. I'll add a page and then I will go back in and I'm going to go in and do the same thing for this one. I'm going to skip the blank pages just for time purposes because I'm actually a little bit over 10 minutes, which isn't horrible. I would grab these elements here. I'm going to do Control C, which copied all of those elements, and go over to my A5 size and Control V. And you can see I need to adjust the alignment just a touch on this one too. And I've changed it now to an A5 size. Again, I could still move these around a little bit better to better align my elements, but it still accomplished the same thing in Canva Free that I accomplished in Canva Pro. It's just a little bit more work. No big deal. Okay, it's still doable. So that is how you create your sizes in both Canva Free and Canva Pro, and how to resize in Canva Free and Canva Pro. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. I'm also going to add a link for if you have any tutorial ideas for me, if you could submit them there. And if you're interested in being notified of new tutorials when they're posted, I will also add a link for my email list. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.